Hey guys, this is a new kind of video that I'm doing on my channel today. I know I usually do the edits on top of music tracks, and try to add memes into there, but today I honestly just wanted to take a minute to talk about the finals and talk about why I think this game is gonna be the next big thing. I know it's been out for I think 6 months now, and it's not exactly at a player base where people say it's a thriving player base, but I'd say it's a stable player base. And honestly, I think these developers are just starting to show us what they really have in mind. I think they're cooking. And I think, like all good chefs, you just sometimes gotta let them cook, you know? And to start, I want to talk about the fact that they're adding text chat in season 3. I really don't know what it is that took them so long. I want to guess it's a toxicity concern, which I'll be honest, as a former banned player from Overwatch chat, it's gonna get toxic and I'm gonna be leading the charge. And I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, but it's definitely gonna give people more interaction with the game. It's gonna give them the chance to have those screenshot moments where it's like, dang, he really just said that in chat. And I hope it's all chat. I really want to be able to talk to every single team. Like in this gameplay, you see I'm playing the attack and defense mode, so it's just like a search and destroy type game mode. So it's just 2 teams. But man, imagine in ranked, 4 teams all talking trash to each other. Man, I can't wait for it, honestly. And I really hope it does come out at the beginning of season 3. I know all that was mentioned before by devs is that it's coming during season 3. So we can hope it comes out in the beginning, but as far as I'm concerned, coming out at all is a win. I know another thing that's been getting discussed a lot is also the implementation of kill cams in the game. And to make it clear, the devs did say it's just a technical issue. What it is with all the destruction being server side in the game, basically with kill cams, it's doing a replay of that destruction, and it's not as easy as people may think it is. I think there's a way to do it, and I think that way to do it is beyond my understanding and a lot of other people's understanding. Yeah, remember, these devs made this engine, made this destruction engine, so they know the ins and outs. But they've also made it clear that they are up to the challenge of making that happen, making kill cams included in the game. Now a lot of people want it mostly for the hackers that are in the game, and just being able to see what exactly happened to them in that kill, just so they can see if the person was hacking or not. And to me, that's not so much of a concern, because I can kind of tell when someone's hacking, and I can just see it based off my footage. But I honestly want into the game so they can put a play of the game system in. I think a game like this that has so many clutchable moments, that has so many moments that you're just like, dang, we got it. Dang, this happened. Like, I don't play this game without running shadow play or something in the background, just so I can get the last 30 to a minute of gameplay and post that. Just be like, dang, I had this play. So I think once the kill cams get implemented, play of the games can be implemented, or at least a highlight system so people can record it in game so they can see what exactly was going on. I know it is a lot of technical stuff, and like I said, I don't know much about that end. I'm not a game developer, but I believe in them. I believe in their vision, and I believe that they're gonna make it happen no matter what. The next thing I want to talk about is the customization of the finals. I think it's really interesting that we're only in the 2nd season and nobody has the same skins. I mean, you may have a couple people that have a full outfit straight out the battle pass, so they click a preset. But for the most part, you can customize it any way you want. Shoes, pants, backpack, and you can even customize the emotes that you have, or the hand gesture that you do to someone that after killing them. You can customize the way you reload a gun or even inspect it. I think so much personalization like that in a game really allows people to make it feel like theirs. And even then, they continue talking about wanting to make it more customizable, wanting to make even down to the UI in the main menu more customizable, so every single aspect of the game feels like the players. I think that's so cool, because you see other games like Fortnite where skins are $20 each, and first 2, 3, 4 seasons all you would see is the same 30 to 40 skins going around the map. In a map of 100 people, it wasn't until 4 or 5 seasons in that you can get a whole server of people with different skins, and even then lots of people had the same skin. But here you really just don't experience that, and I love that. I love that every single aspect of the game is so customizable. I like that every character I make, every gun skin I choose, every animation I choose is my choice. I put it there. And probably the best part about all of that is that it's affordable. It's not Valorant $50 knife skins. It's not $1,000 CSGO skins. It's not a $20 skin on Fortnite. You want a pair of gloves? $4, get the gloves for your outfit. You want an animation? $1. You want a sticker for your gun? $1.50. So many parts of this game are so personalized that people will legitimately have fun just making characters. And I think that's awesome. I think it's going to continue on. I think it's just as the game gets bigger and bigger, they're going to come up with more and more ideas. And it's just not going to stop. Funny enough, I feel like people are actually going to look back and laugh that games weren't so customizable and games weren't so affordable and games didn't allow you to do what the final lets you do right now. Another thing I want to talk about was the fact that people don't really realize that it's so easy to make this game casual. I think they purposely made it begin as a competitive feeling game first and chose to work their way backwards. Because in games where you start casually and then you introduce a competitive aspect and you slowly start to tune it to be more and more competitive, you start to lose the vision that you originally had. I think the way they started here was the best route to go. To start competitive, where the game modes felt honestly a little bit headache inducing, where everyone's flying around, everyone's doing these last second steals, last second pushes. I think that was a smart way to go. I think slowly introducing casual game modes like solo banking, that was more of a free-for-all game mode, and the power shift game mode, which is more like the robot push game mode from Overwatch. I think that allows players to know, okay, it's a competitive game first and then the casual comes after. You want to take a break from the competitive? You want to take a break from that big ranked sign that shows up in the main menu? Alright, let me go to a quick match and play around it with a couple kits I've been trying out. And let me try out this new skin I've been trying out on this gun that I don't usually play. It allows you to do that in those game modes while still having the rank game mode separate and that rule set separate. And I see now how it's causing a little bit of a ripple within the player base, that competitive players feel like the game isn't being tuned competitively while it's more being tuned to making the casual experience a little bit easier. And honestly, I'm a fan. I'd much rather it be a little bit too competitive and then go a little bit more casual, rather than going casual and then going into a competitive mindset. Because if not, then you get instances of like Rainbow Six, where it's just not fun to play casually anymore. It's only fun to play it competitively. And of course, maybe this is just me, and other people have no issue at all playing it casually, despite all the rank changes. But in this game, I just see the opposite happening. I see them developing their competitive player base, the people that see the vision, they see the competitive aspect of the game, and they're continuing to learn the game, the ins and outs of the game. And of course they have. That's how metas get developed. And now it can go into a bit of a casual, laid back mode where they can introduce more game modes. They can introduce more intuitive ways to play where a casual fan that it just didn't click with before, they can click with now and they can enjoy the game their way, you know? But honestly, Embark, I see the vision. And when you do add gun game and when you do add prop hunt, I know the casual fan base is gonna come. I know they're gonna come and they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it as much as the rest of us do. I think it's also important to mention that Embark Studios is filled with developers that truly love this game. They've been developing and brainstorming ideas for this game for the past 4 years, and along with that, their parent company Nexon is putting in the time, the money, the resources, everything to make sure this game succeeds. And I think when it comes to a live service game, that's the most important part. It's not like old school Call of Duty where you're getting a map every 3 months, so you have to pay $15 for it, and it becomes a constant cycle of buying the new game, then getting the DLC map, then getting the DLC map, then getting DLC map, and getting DLC map, and then buying the next game, and just going through that year after year. Nah, ever since games like Fortnite and Apex came around, live service games have taken a rise. Companies see the potential of taking care of your game, continuously putting out updates week after week and month after month, season after season, and trusting that over time, with a consistent fan base, and this game does have a consistent fan base, the developers did tell us that this game has never fallen below 300,000 daily active users, which is incredible for a dead game. It'll grow. It'll grow. The fan base will take care of it. The people that love the game will take care of it. The developers will take care of it. The publishers will take care of it. And over time, it's an investment, and it'll grow. We gotta remember, these are people with jobs on the line. No one's gonna just quit because, oh, our Steam ratings aren't as high as they used to be, so the developers are just gonna quit. It's not a dead game. It truly isn't. Every week we have a new update. Every week. And every week they try to get better and better with each update, not try and change the playstyle too much so players can still comfortably hop in and out of the game week after week and still enjoy themselves. I think another important thing to mention as well is that their marketing strategy has been pretty quaint right now. First season, we didn't see much of anything besides a shadow drop during the Game Awards. Second season is when we saw a startup in ads in TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and that's only the start. They've confirmed with us already that they are going to continue making better and better marketing. I think one of the best things that they can do is something like a Twitch Rivals event. And of course, it's clear that they do have that plan. They've been upgrading their private matches where it's been going from 6 players down to even 2 players. And knowing that they take a hit on their servers just to host a measly 2 players, that their servers already have to have increased RAMs to deal with all this destruction properties on the map. That's cool to know. That's cool to know that as we see that private match continue to grow and get better and better, we know that's them still putting the care and love into the game. We know that's them contributing financially into the game. In the end, it's just really hard to say it's a dead game when you see the mentality of developers that don't believe it's a dead game. You see a mentality from a player base that doesn't believe it's a dead game. You see players going into the game day in, day out. You see returning players every day with their free skins from past events coming back and retrying the game because they enjoy the game. They want to find something in the game that they love. And maybe those original game modes didn't stick with them. Maybe the original kits didn't stick with them. But every time there's a major update, they go, let me try it out. Because something about this game is bringing them back. And I think part of that something is a passion that these developers put into the game every week. It's the fact that they are updating the game. It's the fact that every time somebody comes in, there's something new for them to enjoy. There's a new game mode, there's a new skin, there's a new animation, there's a new update. It stays feeling fresh to people. There's always something new to enjoy. And I think that's part of being a live service game. And I think that's what they get. And that's what they keep delivering on for us. Ultimately though, we feel the love in Bark. We feel the passion. And on behalf of me, on behalf of the other hundreds of thousands of players that log into this game every day, thank you. I really doubt I'm the only one in saying this when I say there's no other shooter on the market like this game. And I'm not sure there ever will be.